Hello, everyone. This is Phoenix Tremaine, and today we're going to be talking about Beyond the Gates uh, for the week of July the 21st. But before you get started, hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment. All of those things are very free to do. Helps out the channel a lot. So thank you so much in advance if you do that for me. Also, we have a membership where you get early access to videos, exclusive videos. We get our lives on Fridays where we talk on Zoom about all of our favorite shows and have some great conversations. I would love to have you on there. And July 21st is actually my birthday. So Monday's my birthday. And, joining membership will be a great birthday gift. So go ahead and give that membership a try. We'd love to have you. But now we're talking about Beyond the Gates. So, of course, I got my Febreze. Yeah, let's go ahead and spray that. And this one is Bora Bora Waters. So we're letting Procter and Gamble know, keep on sponsoring our shows because we're going to keep on buying your products. And like I said, Bora Bora Waters, it smells very good. And you should give that scent a try. They're not giving me anything to promote this stuff, just being a great sponsor for Beyond the Gates. And I really do like this one. So going ahead and give that Bora Bora a try. Monday, July 21st, Nicole confronts Ted about yet another secret he's been harboring. I think this is going to lead to her asking for a divorce. Anita tries to ease Vernon's guilt, and Chelsea is livid with her father. A lot of people have been asking on social media, why is she livid? It's because he was in the hospital and he almost, didn't make it, if he didn't get there. So him just not answering his phone would, of course, scare anybody who cares. Tuesday, Eva stands her ground with Kat. Haley has a life-changing surprise to show Bill. Allison is in need of medical attention. I think that's her way of just trying to, mess with Madison at the hospital. Wednesday, Leslie uses her injury to further her agenda. Jacob questions a family member about a police matter. And Madison thinks Chelsea is getting played. And then on Thursday, Vernon comes clean to Naomi. Nicole confronts Bill about how he's hurt Martin. And Kat is unnerved by what she walks in on. Now, in the promo, they show her walking into what it looks like an office. So I kind of feel like this kiss between Tomas and Eva is going to be like a dream. In the live we had on Friday, we were debating like whose dream is it or who's fantasizing? Is it Eva or is it Tomas? I think it's probably Tomas fantasizing. That would be my choice. We already know Eva likes Tomas, but because Bill wants Tomas to stay close to the family, I think that's why he didn't choose Eva. He's trying to do what his boss is telling him to do. But the reason why he didn't get jump in bed with Kat, I think, is because he's a good guy. He knows that she's not the one, and he's not trying to lead her on by, going that far. So we kind of see him pulling away a little bit, but I really think that his eyes really are on Eva. But since Eva wants revenge on Kat for, sabotaging her, it could just as easily be Eva fantasizing about getting back at Kat by kissing Thomas. So who do you think it is? Friday, Pamela has an intriguing offer for Danny. Haley wonders if her husband is in deep trouble. And Tyrell and Samantha feel lied to by their entire family. And those are the spoilers for the week of July 21st for Beyond the Gates. Let me know your thoughts on like Martin. The secret finally came out with Martin, what really happened, that he was actually protecting Vernon when Vernon was, getting attacked and he lashed out. And a lot of people are saying that, Paige Martin, should have confided in Smitty. But even Smitty said if he had told him at that time, he probably wouldn't have been able to keep it a secret. So Martin actually did the right thing. And let's also remember that this is accessory after the fact. Once you let them know about a crime that was committed, then they're all in on it. and they could all face, jail time. So, in a way, he was also still protecting him and even protecting Nicole. As much as she was upset about not being let in on the secret, I think that she could have been let on the secret because she wouldn't have done anything to try to hurt her son. She probably would have. She's a psychiatrist. She would have been trying to help him work through it. So keeping her out of the loop definitely was a mistake, but not keeping Smitty out of the loop. Another person a lot of people find themselves upset with is Jacob because fans love the Duprees and because the fans loved the Duprees, so much, Jacob, possibly going to try to take down everybody for what happened is going to make a lot of people turn against him. Like, I saw online multiple people saying, why is he asking so many questions? He's technically doing his job, trying to do the right thing. But the problem is, he arrested Danny, and so if he felt that, that arresting his mother-in-law was something that he had to do, uh, turning in his father, Martin, Vernon, Joey, all those people, Marcel, especially since Kenny's gone and Marcel did it, Jacob, hopefully he's not such a goody two shoes that he screws everything up for everyone. But I have a feeling what happened is gonna kind of come out because Naomi's in on it now. I don't know what they're telling the kids. You should never tell kids anything like that. Because remember, this is accessory after the fact. If you find out about that crime and then you don't, tell anybody, then you're just as guilty in the law's eyes. So a lot of people are turning on Jacob on social media and hating him. And a lot of people are excited and praising Smitty because Smitty, didn't tell Jacob what happened and he just kind of, said, leave me out of it. So let me know what your thoughts on that. Do you think that, Jacob should pursue things even though his father is involved, half his family on his wife's side is involved? So, how do you feel about that? Do you think Jacob should continue to pursue, or would the character finding out, like Smitty found out, would he, would it be right for him to just sort of back off, especially under the circumstances? But, uh, Martin was in the right, defending Vernon. Things could have went the other way, where they could have been laying in the ditch somewhere. But what they actually did wrong was covering it up. So that's that's the actual crime is the cover up, not what happened. But also then you got to worry about a judge. I mean, a jury or a DA, trying to hurry up and get you because of their status and community and everything. Just like tear them down. And it was only four people out there and only two people were left, and it's their word against people that no longer exist. So yeah, it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about. I'm ready for them to wrap this up and move on to the next thing, but we'll see. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and like I said, uh, have a great weekend if you're seeing this on a weekend, or have a great week. I appreciate you for watching and thank you once again.